And unfortunately, we cannot talk about a free and fair 2018 election with the current state that the country is in, because considering that the ZEC is actually controlled by ZANU-PF, how can you talk about a free and fair election in a country like that? As long as ZEC has the same people that are running it right now, then there is no free and fair election. Because you look at their chairperson, she came out the other day. She was talking about how her hands were tied. Who was tying her hands? She was talking about how her hands were tied and she could not actually demilitarize the ZEC. Can you imagine? The ZEC is militarized right now, and then we are talking about a free and fair election. That is not possible. That cannot happen at the moment. And as long as we still have our independent observers coming from South Africa, then we are going nowhere, because those same people that come from South Africa to monitor our elections are the same people that went to Kenya. And you know what happened in Kenya? The independent observer comes out and says, yes, the election was free and fair. And then days later, someone comes out and says, no, the elections were not free and fair. So as long as we have the same independent observers coming from South Africa or from other African nations that are questionable, I must say, or we still have the same ZEC structure in place, then we cannot expect a free and fair election, whether it's in 2018, it's in 2023, it's in 2028. It's not going to happen. So we need a change of structure first, and I don't even know how we can start changing the structure, because it's one of ZANU-PF's tricks of rigging the election. So changing the structure is a no-go area. I don't know who has the guts to actually stand up and say we're going to change the structure, because even if they do, it's not going to happen that easy, And then after we change the structure, we need to actually change the independent observers that come to observe our own elections. And that means influencing the AU, of which we cannot just wake up in the morning and say, okay, AU, we are here, and we want someone else other than Thabo Mbeki to influence our election. So it's not happening anytime soon.